sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. To speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense. Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. This defense for the Cards, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. Now here's a handoff out of the gun. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
The Cardinals' 9-yard line. Right there, 56. Watch the curve, watch the curve. 56.
Here's Fields. And it's caught. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're at the halfway point of the season, Charles, 8-0. What a great start. Clearly a Super Bowl contender, if not the outright favorite, through 2 months to win the whole thing.
Well, there aren't too many bad things you can say right now because this team is playing pretty well. They've had a couple of injuries. That could plague them down the stretch. But their intensity doesn't waver. I think the road to the Super Bowl is going to go through them in the playoffs. And if you're on their road, things could be bumpy for you.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
He finds his man, complete. That's Newman. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Shotgun now from Murray. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
To throw, it's Murray. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down. Murray and company going for it on 4th. Throwing left side, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Here's Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. These two teams all tied after one. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Chicago! A great effort there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good...
Look at the big man rumble! Touchdown, Cardinals! Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free. Carlson on for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Their bench made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Fields. Flushed out right. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Trying to lay one up deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Here's Colby Wadman to punt. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, Murray. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. We don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down.
At their 48-yard line.
After the sack here, 2nd and 11. On play action, Fields. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cards are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now this time, Murray to throw it. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off right around the 43.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Fields throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Push him back. Push him back. Mike 56. Mike 56. Tackles. 56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike.
A shotgun snap, Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. They snap it to Fields. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Fields. Eluding the press, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Bears have broken the tie. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their comp.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 30, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A big play that time on the catch and run.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, here's Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. 1 second, all that remains. A final shot before half for Murray. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 44. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 26. A huge play there for Chicago.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Going right side here, and that's complete. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Murray now on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Newman. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because...
And now here is another interception. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw into the hands of Finn. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Now a first down throw, Fields. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Play action. It's Fields. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Out of the gun, Fields. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
This is the tight end fan. They find some open field here. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here's Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Noah Fant. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 44.
To throw is Fields.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
To throw on 2nd and 10. Fields. Flush to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
44 yards for him on the ground now and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Now Fields. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On 4th down, Fields.
Eluding the pressure right. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year.
And the Bears appear to be headed to a 9-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range, and guess what? They've got a shot.
And now here's another interception.
Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Throwing again on second down. Murray. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
Murray's pass complete to number 3. An 8-yard pickup.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Arizona.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 12-yard line. Here's Murray. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. From the gun, Murray. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On play action, Fields. He'll fire one downfield for Fant.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Extra point forthcoming. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the fourth quarter. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter play. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Now Murray's got to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.